The global pattern of distribution of ASF in this period reveals a serious deterioration due to the spread of the disease mainly in Europe and in Asia after its first occurrence in China in 2018. The disease is present in African, European, and Asian region. In Europe, many countries reported the first occurrence of the disease in 2016, while in Asia and the Pacific, China has notified the presence of the disease for the first time in August 2018 and the Philippines in July 2019. For the situation in the Philippines, since the Department of Agriculture confirmed the first outbreak started in July 2019 in Luzon, ASF has been reported on Luzon, Mindanao, Leyte, and Samar Islands. On March 29, 2021, ASF was confirmed for the first time in Samar Island on backyard farms in Lope de Vega, northern Samar province, in which a fomite is suspected as the route of introduction into the farm. African swine fever spread to 12 regions nationwide since it hit the country in 2019. The Misamis Oriental Provincial Veterinary Office reported that 7 municipalities and 30 barangays in the province have been affected by ASF. ASF has hit the backyard farmers harder than the commercial pork producers.
The causative agent of African swine fever is a unique envelope cytoplasmic double-stranded DNA arbovirus, which is a sole member of the family Asfarviridae.
Clinical signs of African swine fever in domestic pigs appear after a 2 to 7 day incubation period following infection with a virulent strain. High fever, reddened skin, severe depression, anorexia, conjunctivitis, vomiting, watery to bloody diarrhea, accelerated respiratory and pulse rates, abortion in pregnant sows, cyanosis, respiratory signs including coughing, sneezing, and dyspnea, and gastrointestinal lesions, mainly watery diarrhea but also obstipation, are common in less acute disease courses. The mortality rate varies from 3 to 100% depending on the virulence of the strain.
The socioeconomic impacts of African swine fever. So it negatively affects the livelihood of numerous households who solely rely in raising pigs as a source of income.
The decrease of farm gate prices were brought about by the drop of pork demand. It is because of the attention brought by media sensation highlighting negative news about ASF.
Next is movement restrictions of animal, especially pig, pork and pork byproducts. In our country, ang ASF is taas ang case. That's why biosecurity is very important.
ASF can be spread by contact with infected animal body fluids. People are also a source of a spread as they can move the virus on vehicles or clothing. It can also be spread by feeding pigs uncooked garbage that contains infected pork products. ASF virus can survive for long times in uncooked or even cured meats. Transmission in meat or meat scraps being fed to pigs is one of the ways ASF has been moving throughout Eastern Europe and in China. Another unique route of transmission in some subtropical areas is through soft-bodied ticks. Once the ticks feed on a pig, it will stay infected for the rest of its life. ASF virus is a very environmentally hardy virus that can remain alive even in dead animal carcasses. Another concern with ASF is not only transmission through cannibalism, but also with people tracking manure or other bodily secretions from location to location. They could easily serve as a mechanical vector of the virus.
For the treatment of ASF, all infected animals must be isolated and culled immediately upon confirmation of presence of the virus. Presently, there is no treatment for this disease.
Prevention and control of African swine fever. One of the control and prevention of African swine fever is the implementation of strict importation measures for animal products. Example ani is kung siya ang ginabuhat sa ato ang provincial vet o sa atong bae today na nag-set up sila og mga quarantine nga stations para i-check nila kung acceptable ba sa health records or sa health standards ang mga inapang dala ng mga food, especially baboy And most likely, if baboy tapos na yung pandemic, like ASF, dili na sila ginapasulod just to prevent nga makahawa sa uban nga baboy sa sulod sa probinsya. Next is the proper disposal of all food waste from aircraft or ships coming from infected countries. Kay ang ASF, pwede ni siya makuha gikan sa mga pagkaon nga infected sa mga baboy. Tapos next is avoid swill feeding, mga pasaw. The same thought sa proper disposal of all food waste. Tapos rapid slaughtering of all pigs, infected or not. Or this is also called as stamping out. Kay kung wala baboy, wala say matakdan. So dili sad mag-remain ang virus sa atong environment. And next is the strict on-farm biosecurity. Kabalo matatanan nga ang biosecurity is mo siya ang main key nga para dili makasulod o para ma-prevent o ma-control literally ang tanan nga mga disease.
Next is the controlled animal and human movements. So, kabalo man tatanan nga to restrict ang pag-spread sa virus, i-restrict pod ang contact sa animal o sa humans. So, in order to do that, ang pag-measure sa indirect contact sa trucks, sa humans ug sa pagsulod og sa gawas sa babuyan nga na. And disease surveillance and monitoring is kanang kung nay mga early nga reports or suspected na mga diseases is i-report agad sa mga veterinary or Department of Agriculture. And the efficient and early detection of the virus through laboratory test. So important din siya para abot dayon ang result. And the strict quarantine protocol pod for kuan po ni siya sa mga veterinary sa provincial or city veterinary pod ang maglihok ani nila.
These are the key facts for African swine fever. It poses no risk to human health, and humans cannot get infected by ASF. It infects domestic and wild pigs, as well as a variety of soft-bodied ticks. Wild boars and warthogs can be carriers of ASF. Frozen meat from infected pigs can harbor the virus for up to 6 months.
Curing or smoking pork products does not destroy the virus. The ASF virus has been estimated to survive for up to 15 days in feces and 5 days in urine at 21 Celsius.